Okay, I record. So sit comfortably and look for your axis coming from the sky to the crown and down the body, around the perineum, all the way down to the floor. So again, search for this axis to make your posture comfortable, very easy. And I'll say a few words now. Last week, we introduced the idea of dividing the sphere of awareness around us. You can consider it as a big sphere, three-dimensional sphere. And we divide it into two, in three ways. First is to divide the sphere into a right hemisphere and the left hemisphere. Okay? These are hemispheres of attention, which means our attention now will be on our right hemisphere. But we are attentive to everything which is on the right side. Okay? And then we pay attention to the left hemisphere. Everything on our left. So our attention will be watching the left side. This is one way of dividing the sphere. The second way of dividing the sphere into two hemispheres is dividing the sphere into a front hemisphere and a back hemisphere. Usually in life, we use part of the front hemisphere, because if I pay attention to the screen in front of me, I don't even use the whole hemisphere, only a certain part of it. My attention goes here. But we try to be aware to everything in front of us. This is the front hemisphere. Front of us in all directions. Okay? And then we pay attention to the back hemisphere. The hemisphere which is back of us. It's as though we look or we sense or we are attentive to everything behind us. So this is a second way of dividing the sphere of awareness. And the third way of dividing the sphere of awareness is to divide it to a bottom or to a lower hemisphere, everything below our navel center, to the front and to the back, to the sides. This is the lower hemisphere. So we pay attention to the lower hemisphere. And the other hemisphere is the upper hemisphere. Everything above our navel center, forward and backwards and sideways, everything upwards is the upper hemisphere. the idea of dividing a sphere of awareness into different hemispheres is because, like everything in life, there are muscles we use more and there are muscles we use less. And the muscles of attention or awareness in our back and our backside are not exercised. I mean, we don't use them, we rarely use them, and we use them very rarely in a very limited way. And when we begin to use them a little bit more, it helps the other hemispheres be more attentive. I don't know why, but that's what happens. But you can find it by yourselves. So I'll begin again from the beginning after I explained the idea of hemispheres of attention, 6 hemispheres of attention: right hemisphere, left hemisphere, front hemisphere, back hemisphere, lower hemisphere, and upper hemisphere. Every time we try to be aware using one of these hemispheres, it's as though we practice certain muscles of awareness. Okay? But in the end, there's a sphere. We're a sphere, or what we call a sphere. Now, we'll begin from the beginning. Make sure you sit comfortably and allow your attention to scan or to go over your body, what we call our physical body, which we use as a point of reference, because when we scan the physical body, we also scan more than this physical body. So we scan from up downwards, all the way down: head, neck, shoulders, chest, abdomen, pelvis, legs, calves, feet, all the way to the ground. And we pause for a few seconds to have an impression of the whole body, what we call the whole body. And again, we scan from up above the crown using our empty attention, going over the body, or what we call the body, downwards, very gently, like a fog coming down, all the way down to the ground. So we have impression of ourselves. And a third time, again, we go from the top down, very gently. It's like something very light is going over us, through us, on the outside and the inside, I don't know, which makes us vibrate in a more the vibration is all over the body. And now we'll do the same thing and try we try, while going over the body, while we scan the body from top down, try to extend your attention forward, to the sides, and to the back, more than the physical body. So when we scan, it's not only the physical body, it goes, it extends much further than the physical body. Forward, sideways, and backwards. And we'll do it 2 more times. Again, the attention comes from very high and it covers not only the physical body, also the front hemisphere, the back hemisphere, the right hemisphere, and the left hemisphere. And it goes from the upper hemisphere downwards to the lower hemisphere until it reaches the ground. Okay. And last time, we go over the whole thing very gently. So you can do it with eyes closed or with eyes in a peripheral view. And we have a certain impression of ourselves. This is the first step, what we practice. The second step is to connect this sphere of awareness that we are to the earth. And each one of you have his or her way of aligning to the earth. For me, I just melt into it. I don't know how to call it. And I feel surrounded by a certain energy, which I know is not mine, but I can connect with. And also, I allow, something in me allow the earth energy to go through the feet and fill me from the inside. It's like feeling a wheel, inflating a wheel with earth energy. So the energy comes from the feet going up, like ankles, calves, knees, thighs, to the pelvis, abdomen, lower back, upper abdomen, middle back, chest, upper back, sides of the body, to the armpits, shoulders, flows to the arms and hands, and goes up the neck to the head, all the way up. So it's very, I don't know how to say, I'm filled up with earth energy from the inside, but I also am covered with the earth energy from the outside. And still, I have my individuality. And now, when we feel ourselves a bit more, like we feel ourselves more whole in a way, extend your sphere of awareness to connect with the other participants. And I really don't know how it is done, but I feel when I extend my sphere of awareness that something in me is open. Maybe the intent is open toward the other people. And if each of one of us practices, uses this intent, there's something in common. We have something in common. Maybe a certain energy can flow among us. Okay, so now we'll stretch a bit. Okay, just stretch a bit, move your shoulders. You can turn, the hands, both hands. And maybe we'll stand up and we'll do we'll do a magical pass from the rooting series. The reason I'm doing it is because it's a way to root, and it's very important to root. Okay? So I hope you can see me. And I explain again, the main idea is that the knees are flexed a little bit. Not like the warrior's posture. The warrior's is going lower. It goes like this. That's right. The lower stance is like this. No. What I suggest is to just, it's not locked. It's not locked. It's flexed, but very little. Okay? And the feet are parallel about a shoulder width. And we use the idea of an empty ball of attention. Tiny, empty ball of attention. So we begin with the navel is here. So the navel center is here, where my hand is. So everything is relaxed. Find a way that everything is relaxed. Just a second. How do I do it? Okay. So, and we move this ball of attention one side. Let's say we allow it to roll to my right with my intent. So it moves the pelvis to the right. And then the ball rolls down the thigh, the knee, the calf, the ankle, the foot, until it reaches the floor. Okay? And when it's on the floor, I don't let go of it because this is my attention. The other foot is relaxed. Okay? And the minute it reaches the floor, it comes back up. It bounces upwards. Foot, ankle, thigh, calf, knee, thigh, and then it moves to the center. Okay? And then it rolls down the other foot, all the way down. So this leg is relaxed, okay? And once it reaches the floor, it comes back up. So I go up a little bit. The ball takes me up and then goes down, okay? And it comes up and down. So we just move the ball of attention. If you can just move the ball of attention, you will see that you don't need much muscular effort to do it. And the body goes down and it goes up a bit and goes down again. Okay? So this is what we call the rhythm section in a band, the bass and drums. Going to one foot, up, and the other foot. This is a rhythm. And the last two sessions, we done the first movement and the second movement. Okay? Now we'll do the 11th. So the idea of magical passes, according to Castaneda's book, with the same name, is he says the energy is stuck somewhere on the energetic sphere and we cannot use it. And when we do the passes, we kind of loosen it up so we can take it and bring it back to our energy centers. And the main centers, energy centers, are the liver center on our right, below the ribs, the spleen, pancreas on the left, two kidneys, the back, lower back, We have the base of the throat center, and the women have the uterus, the womb. It doesn't talk much about the crown center. So what we do is we do the pass to bring the energy to the centers. And the pass today will be left arm going up above the head, collects the energy, and puts it under liver, spleen, and left kidney. Now the right arm goes up, collects the energy, and bring it to the spleen, liver, and right kidney. Okay? The arm always follows the navel center. Okay? Now with the right, we collect energy above the head and put it on the spleen, liver, kidney. So I want to say a few words. So we'll try to make a stop. Another thing which might be difficult, but it's very important, is when we move from the navel center, okay? We move from here. And the arm follows, it is loose, moves, follows the navel center, okay? So it goes up, collect energy, always follows the navel center, okay? I'll try to do it in 45 degrees, maybe you can see better. Okay, just follow me because of the delay in the video. So, I begin doing 4 times to the right, left, right, left. I begin with the left arm going up, liver, spleen, kidney. Up, to the spleen, liver, kidney. Okay, that's the way it goes. So the intent is to gather the energy above the head and bring it to the centers. One more time. And we stop, feel the body. The last 2 times we done the first and second movements, so we'll do them now. Those who remember can do it with me. The first one, again, we begin right and left. This is the rhythm all the time. The left hand goes to the right. This is 1, opens up, collect energy, puts it on the liver center. Then we condense the energy. Now the right hand to the left, 2, puts it on the spleen, 4, 5. You can do it with me. No rush. And the right to the left, put it on the spleen. Do 1 more each hand. Liver. Feel your body. And the second movement we done last week, we create a ball, okay, with our hand. Again, we begin right, left. We root, go up, going down, going up, going down, all the time. Okay, and we begin with the left going to the right. Make a ball coming from down, up, 5. So another one, going up, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. And we start. Feel the body. And pay attention to the crown, which is pulled upwards. Chin is tucked in a bit. And the feet sink to the ground. So you find the way you are totally loose, like a puppet on a string. It's only the axis of tension which holds us. Okay? So we do one more pass. This is for the phoenix, which you know. And then I'll end up the session and restart right away. Okay? So these are the wings, tip of the wings. Inhale. Exhale. Make it big. Inhale backwards. Exhale with that. Feel the body. One more time. Extend 45 degrees. Again. Inhale. Feel the body. Make sure it's relaxed. So I'll turn off the Zoom and restart right away. Just keep the attention around yourself, please.